Welcome to the 2025 season of Untold Horrors, the show where we mine the depths of Tubi looking for hidden horror gems. While we don't personally believe in that new year, new me bullshit, we're giving our humble little podcast a makeover, starting with one very big and very exciting change. We've invited a third into our polypod, and we're so excited that horror guru Patrick is joining me, Steph, and co-host Jamie for our intrepid Tubi explorations. To kick things off, we're taking a break from our usual shenanigans for a very special Meet the Hosts episode.
Let the games begin!
Since our dynamic duo is now a thrilling trio, we're going to kick things off with a few segments designed to get to the core of who we are and what makes us tick. We're starting with a segment called
My Tinder Horror Heart.
Each of us has prepared a fake Tinder profile to reflect who we are as horror fans and what we're looking for in a horror-loving soulmate. For every segment, I've put our names on a wheel, and we'll be spinning to see who goes first. So, let me give the wheel a hearty spin, and let's see where we land. Patrick!
Of course.
Sorry. You ready to go?
I'm ready. All right, so to be clear, for context, I haven't done a dating profile in 15 years, and even then I was bad at it. So here we go. My name is Patrick. My tagline is looking for baggage that goes with mine, and yes, I am quoting Rent. About me, I'm a longtime horror fan with a penchant for black and white horror movies. I know I pronounced that wrong. And stories of demonic possession. I'm a fan of all genres of horror, and I also love true crime podcasts, musicals, and defending Star Wars The Last Jedi. I refuse to watch any of the Jeepers Creepers movies, and I'm a staunch defender of Dominion, a prequel to The Exorcist, and no, that is not the Rennie Harlan one. My ideal first date is dinner at a cozy cafe debating if Evil Dead 2 is a remake or a sequel. Then off to karaoke night at a local microbrewery singing Jim Steinman songs. I'm looking for someone who loves summer nights at the drive-in, appreciates Hammer horror movies, and can have fun talking horror and Star Wars. Also must have a willingness to sing Total Eclipse of the Heart in public. Swipe right if you agree that Dr. Hill should get a job in a sideshow.
Wow, that was great.
Well done. Can we please do a Total Eclipse of the Heart sing along in this podcast?
I do
yes,
not
we
sing.
can.
You are a fan of The Last Jedi? Did I hear?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
I loved it. I think of the sequel to whatever trilogy, third trilogy, I think it's the best one.
I as well. Yes.
I don't know what people think when they say it's so bad.
Because it's not the Luke Skywalker they wanted.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to, because I could talk Star Wars for ages too.
I think what Jamie's trying to say is that he wants to answer your Tinder ad.
So?
Jamie has swiped right.
Believe it or not,
right on Patrick.
I'm also
It's a love connection.
I'm also a regular attendant of the Mahoning drive-in shows too. So.
Oh, hey. That's great. We'll have to next season. We'll have to meet up.
You guys can go on a date together.
You can.
There you go.
Share a popcorn bucket.
Oh my God, this is so romantic, guys.
I believe you bring your dog with you, right? I believe I've seen you with your dog, maybe.
Yes, I have. The dog I used to take, Muttley, who was very well behaved and loved the drive-in. He has passed away. Mm-hmm. I tried taking my newer dog. He's a mini pincher, Frankie, to the drive-in a couple times, and he does not do well there.
I love it there. I'm sorry. I can go on for hours about that too.
Jamie, I love that you've been admiring Patrick from afar, and now you finally get to meet, and you've already planned your first date. This is really special.
I'm building up the bravery. Once in a while, Phil Noble has shown up at the drive-in.
Ooh.
And I've never been brave enough to just walk up to him and go, "Oh, a big fan, finger you." But I'm working up the next time if I see him there, I am going to finally step up and say, "Phil, I love you."
My friend,
Sorry, Jamie.
For what?
For loving another man.
Well, I can handle it. I've always wanted to experiment with.
Oh, yikes. What's happening?
What is that? Polyamory?
Polyamory? Yeah.
All
So maybe
right,
we should go
well,
on to who's next.
Yeah.
Yes, so I'm going to spin and we're going to see if it is me or Jamie that has to go next. Oh, Jamie, you're next.
Oh, well, this is kind of moot because I've been spoken for now. Patrick and I are together.
Well, just in case it doesn't work out, you know.
Okay. Well, I actually filled mine out. Okay. No prefaces. My name is Jamie. My tagline is lifelong horror nerd seeks someone to snuggle and watch horror movies with. And my about is I became a horror movie fan when I was a child, first watching primetime network broadcasts of mainstream horrors, horror host Uncle Ted's midnight weekends black and white movies, and Saturday afternoon Godzilla, kaiju, and kung fu movies. Once middle school came around, there was the Gateway Sleepover, Return of the Living Dead, Friday the 13th, and Nightmare on Elm Street. The first horror movie I saw first run in theaters was Poltergeist. My favorite horror movies vary mostly between arthouse, extreme gore, and classic exploitation. Lately, I have been more of a collector than a viewer, but the best part of that is always having something to watch. My ideal first date. Start in a haunted cemetery at dusk. Take pictures until it gets dark, then explore using nothing but the screens of our phones. On the way back to my place, we'll stop at a grocery store and pick out a junk food smorgasbord. Once back at home, I would introduce you to my horror collection, a modest but admirable 4,000.
Stephanie, tell me if you're with me on this. When Jamie's talking about bringing the date home to introduce to his horror collection, did you think of Hot Fuzz when Nick Frost showed Simon Pegg his action movie collection?
Point Break or Bad Boys 2?
Which one do you think I prefer?
No, I mean, which one do you want to watch first?
I did it, but that's a great, it's a great reference.
By the power of Grayskull.
I have to be proud of something. Yeah.
I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight.
All right, well, I guess that means I am going next. My name is Stephanie. My tagline is never trust a redhead, but you can trust me. Or can you? A little about me. I'm the girl who swoons over both Michael Myers' blank stare and Pyramid Head's assets. Yes, I know they're problematic. No, I will not apologize. I love gory slashers and thoughtful slow burns. I'm a cinephile with a passion for peeling back a film's layers, even if it doesn't have any. I'm obsessed with gothic and folk horror, foreign films, and anything that explores the existential dread of existence. Sci-fi horror is my happy place, and I firmly believe Robert Eggers can do no wrong. I also believe that movies can save the world. I'll spend hours explaining why Hereditary deserves an Oscar while cooking you dinner. I may pause mid-conversation to analyze the socio-political subtext of the latest A24 release. Swipe left if you think horror peaked in the 80s, you refuse to watch films with subtitles, you've ever uttered the phrase, "that's not real horror," you fast forward through the boring parts, you think physical media is dead and movie theaters are overrated. Swipe right if you want to spend weekends watching Carpenter marathons, you understand why I have strong feelings about aspect ratios, you believe The Lighthouse is a romantic comedy. Let's meet up and discuss why The Witch is a modern masterpiece and debate if Jason X is actually a crowning cinematic achievement. I'll bring the snacks and a Nick Cage Snuggie. You bring your analysis of cosmic horror's role in modern cinema. P.S. If you can explain why Midsommar is actually a self-care film, marry me now. All right, the next segment is called In the Beginning. For this next segment, each of us is going to quickly answer the question, what is your horror origin story? In other words, What was the book, movie, or experience that you remember first hooking you on horror? And it landed on Jamie this time.
Okay. My very first, as I mentioned in Tinder, my very first experiences with horror were network television premieres. And I remember my mom and my dad divorced. And at the time I was staying with my grandmother. And the one night, The Shining on ABC was having its network television premiere. It was long, so it started at like 8 o'clock. Parental discretion is advised. The whole 9 yards. My mom's like, all right, I'm going out. Don't let him watch that. My grandma's like, okay, don't worry about it. The minute it came on, she's like, go on, watch it. It traumatized me. To this day, I can't handle watching it.
Oh, no.
I think part of it is because it's fear of the unknown. Because like the beaver suit or the dog suit, whatever you want to say it is, that in the brain of like a 10-year-old, it's like, what the fuck is that? And which made it even scarier. And there's just, it's like a PTSD almost. Like I have flashes of it. The old lady in the tub killed me. I ran out of the room. When the old lady starts coming out of the tub. And I think I've got it beat. I'm in the kitchen. I can't see anything. And then the laugh starts. And I'm like, oh boy, all right, now I got to block my ear. I can still hear that laugh now. I can't handle The Shining. And for a negative experience, it did bring me into horror.
All right, listen, I swear to God, I'm not rigging this. I should be videotaping this so you guys can see. But Patrick, you're next. And
I was
it looks like
going to say if it landed on me, that we should start doing these as video calls so we can see what you're doing.
I know. I can go next if you want me to, but it did land on you.
We'll follow the wheel.
All right.
Okay, so when I was about 6 or 7 years old, my mother and I moved into my grandparents' house. And in my mother's room, she had a like 16-inch black and white TV. So on Saturdays, I would lay on her bed, like on my stomach, facing the TV that was at the foot of her bed. And the first horror movie I watched that just hooked me forever, it was on a show called Creature Double Feature. And back then it was on UHF channel 48 out of Philadelphia. And they showed Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. And that was my first introduction to, well, Abbott and Costello and the Universal Monsters. And for the longest time, Glenn Strange was my Frankenstein. Like, I didn't even know Boris Karloff until I started getting Universal Horror books about the movies. But short and sweet, that was my introduction to horror. And I never stopped watching it since.
All right. Well, I guess it's my turn. So I can't really honestly remember a time when I wasn't obsessed with horror. And I know that my indoctrination began at a very young age. I was fortunate enough to have some pretty liberal parents, so I was watching some crazy stuff at a very tender age. But as for movies, the first one that I can remember that really became part of my DNA was John Carpenter's Halloween. And it remains my favorite to this day, partly for nostalgic reasons and partly because I think it's just about as perfect as you can get. That love affair was followed closely by an obsession with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That was a movie that terrified me, but in really the most seductive way possible. I was very enticed by that fear and the way that it made me feel. And then I became a hardcore slasher girl. I could not get enough of Michael, Leatherface, Jason, Freddy, Pinhead, and hundreds of other far shittier but still wildly fun imitators. I remain a slasher fan to this day, although my horizons have broadened quite a bit since then. But the slashers were the first thing that really stole my heart and made me become a true blue horror fan.
And just listening to your story, Stephanie, I was thinking about how I didn't really expand what I saw in horror until I was like 18 and the local video store opened up. Because I was kind of whatever was on Creature Double Feature, which mostly stuck to the Hammer Horror, Universal, Godzilla movies sometimes, or WPIX Channel 11 out in New York would show, Jaws, The Exorcist, The Exorcist 2. They would sit, and they were all censored, of course, but
but that's where I saw the kaiju movies and Saturday afternoon like kung fu movies on WPIX.
Yeah, that's where I first saw Jaws. And it was way, way many years after. Like, I think it was in my 30s when I finally saw Jaws, the theatrical release. I had always seen it with the TV edits. So then I see, like, I never saw the guy's leg get chomped off and float down to the bottom of the bay. And same with The Exorcist. Like, it was still, like, horrific on Channel 11, but then seeing everything when I got to see finally the theatrical release was an eye-opener.
The next segment is one that I personally love, but I know that my co-hosts hate. It is called 5 by 5, in a little nod to Buffy the Vampire Slayer that only my fellow BTVS devotees will get. And if you do get it, we can be best friends.
What, because I have a dick, I'm not allowed to be a fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer? What is
Did
this
I
I'm hearing?
say anything about having a dick?
No, I just said that to start trouble.
And technically it's Faith the Vampire Slayer.
Yes. It is Faith that says it, but it's from the Buffy the Vampire Slayer show. And nobody ever gets that reference when I say it. They're like, what's 5 by 5? And I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you asking me this stupid question? So, yay to everyone who gets it.
How are you? 5 by 5. You got a problem? I'm 5 by 5 here.
5 by 5. 5 by 5. 5 by 5. 5 what by 5 what? See, that's the thing. No one knows.
5 by 5, boss.
Anyway, in this segment called 5 by 5, we're going to take turns sharing 5 of our favorite films from 2024. The trick is, we only get 5 words to describe each film and why it stands out. Now, Jamie, before you complain, it is intentionally hard because of the fact that we are all writers and we could all talk for days and days and days and days about our love of these movies. But you, listener, do not have all day to listen to us, and we've got other shit to do. So we're going to get in and get out, and we're going to give you just a taste of what makes us tick as horror fans. Now, I want each of us to start by reading our 5-word summary for each film, and we'll go like one by one. And then in a little fun game, I think the other two are going to try to guess what film that person is describing. So don't say the name of the film. Just say your 5-word description, and we'll see if we know what you're talking about from your description. All right. I'm going to start with a really easy one. My first pick, classic horror, modern horror master. What film am I talking about?
Nosferatu.
Yay! I love Nosferatu so much.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I know. And I told Patrick that, and he was like, what the actual fuck, Jamie? And I said,
I've seen it 3 times.
I know. Patrick, your turn.
All right. Unique tale of generational horror.
Shit.
Oddity?
It's not Longlegs, is it?
No to both of those. We need the Jeopardy music going on now.
Unique tale of generational horror. Ooh. Shit. Now I'm embarrassed. I don't know what that is.
I could kind of say almost half of the horror movies.
Do you want a hint?
Yes.
It's a Shudder exclusive.
Oh, thanks for that help.
Oh, is it Daddy's Head?
No.
Oh.
See, my point exactly.
What do you mean your point exactly?
Shudder had a lot of good movies that sound just like that.
I feel like I've seen all the Shudder original films, but generational horror, I can't think of what it is.
I said Shudder exclusive, not original.
Oh, playing games with those words, huh? Okay, all right.
If I knew we were going to do guessing, I might have been more descriptive.
No, it's good. It's fun because I thought it was going to be like easy peasy, and it's
Do I
not.
see a snag in Stephanie's foolproof system?
Shut the fuck up, Jamie. I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me, and then I'm gonna hate myself.
Exuma.
Oh, fucking! I love Exuma. Oh man,
So good.
it's so fucking good, and nobody's seen it, and I'm always like, that was on my list of movies that you didn't see in 24 that you need to.
Yes.
I love that one.
And I
Oh,
cheered
man.
you for putting that in.
Wow. Good pick and good description. You stumped us.
Thank you.
All right, Jamie. What the hell do you have?
All right. Immersive found footage occult mystery.
This better not be Skinamarink.
It's not a mystery or an
That was
occult
2023,
mystery.
I think, wasn't it?
Was it? Oh.
I'm cheating.
It all
You
runs
kind of
together.
need to be a found footage. This was a pretty popular movie, but occult mystery.
Say the description again, the whole one.
Immersive found footage occult mystery. Not cult like cult classic. Occult mystery.
I think we get it. We get it.
Okay.
Mystery. Oh. I feel like I don't see enough found footage too, so this is gonna be hard probably.
My
Have I
brain
seen
is
this?
just
Do you
saying
know?
creep tapes, creep tapes, creep tapes.
Jamie, do you know if I've seen this?
I don't know. I don't
I don't know what it is.
am I being too obscure? Should I be?
It's not Invoking Yell, is it?
No, I wanted to watch that last night though, just to see if I could put it here today. But no, it's not that. I will tell you, it is Hell House LLC Origins, the Carmichael Hotel.
Doy. You
And I
that
love Hell
movie.
House.
Okay, this is fun. I'm having a good time. And also, guys, those were 5-word descriptions. I'm really proud because I was not expecting that you were going to do it given the shit that you were giving me. So I'm very excited.
I didn't want you to Invoking Yell at me.
I would have invoking yelled at you. All right. My next pick. Hail Satan, hail my love.
Nosferatu.
You already did Nosferatu, but it works.
That's gonna be my answer for everything.
I just did Nosferatu 5 times. Different descriptions. I really liked it, guys.
Long Legs?
Yes! Holy fucking shit. You nailed it.
I didn't see that.
Oh my God, Jamie. I'm about to
Spoilers.
lose my shit right now. Jamie, we're not doing another podcast until you've seen Log Legs.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm not fucking kidding. You think I'm kidding? You should know me better. I'm not kidding.
All
You
right.
need
Pay,
to see Log
pay
Legs.
for it then.
It's streaming. It's not.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to.
He wants to
theater.
on his physical media.
No, well, I do, but no.
What do you mean no?
If you want me to watch it, then pay for it because I can't find it free anywhere because I've looked.
Wow.
Is it on? Is it on Netflix?
If
Shudder?
I want you to watch it, I can pay for it. I want you to watch it for your benefit, fucktard.
I'm a cheap bastard. I don't want to pay
God.
for it. I pay for these monthly subscriptions enough. They're pricks, man. I have Amazon Prime. You go on, oh, that's a cool movie. Oh, $12.99. What the fuck? I already give you like so much money a month. Bastards.
Oh my God.
I would Venmo you the money to rent Long Legs on Amazon if you agreed to sing the song Nick Cage sings in the movie on the next podcast.
Yes. Preach. I like this. I like this plan a lot. Let's make this happen.
I would.
And you have to sing it in the style of Nick Cage from Long Legs.
Yeah. Well, thinking of the way Nick Cage sounds and how I've heard him yodel out of his mind in the past, I'm sure it's a real challenge.
It's so good.
Uh,
It's so
Right now, I'm imagining when he was sitting on this chair burning in Kick-Ass, and he was just sort of like, I don't. You don't have to pay me to see it. I want to see it, and I'm just doing this as a fucking funny bit. So I do want to see it, but it's not like free anywhere. But I'll see it.
But the offer's open if you want to sing the song.
And when I do, I will agree to singing the song.
This is being recorded,
Excellent.
So you can't back out. You can't
I won't
pretend
back
you
out.
didn't agree.
I don't care. I won't back out. And if you want, as a bonus, I'll sing you a song from the Bad Boy Bubby soundtrack too.
No, I don't want you to sing more than one song. Just one is fine with me.
Oh, not even Bad Boy Bubby.
No, unless we're doing Turn Around Bright Eyes, we're not. There's going to be very limited singing.
Patrick, have you seen Bad Boy Bubby?
Oh my God, Jamie.
I have not.
Oh.
Patrick, it's your turn to go.
I'll make this one easy.
Oh God.
French puppet vampire curdles blood.
The Volderot.
Yes.
I was going to say Abigail.
Abigail's a French puppet?
Well, I thought he meant like descriptive. Like, look at this puppet vampire for. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, sorry.
That's a good one.
I held off on watching it for so long because the Vordelok vampire was a life-size puppet. And I thought this has got to be the most ridiculous thing
It's
ever put into film. I mean, it is, but it works.
In a
Like,
good
it's
way.
really
Yeah.
creepy.
Is this the Vordelok vampire like from Black Sunday? Or is it something
Yes.
different?
Yep, same story.
Wow. I didn't
French
know that.
family, yeah.
Oh. Is that on Shudder?
It is not yet. It's still on video on demand to rent for like $3. I think I rented it on Prime for like $3.
I'll be able to remember that name. Anyway.
The
Cool.
Vordelok.
Is it my
Jamie?
turn now?
Yes.
Now you guys are both going to hit this, but I'm proud of the words I found for it. High style and Usney and squelch.
The Substance?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Those are good descriptive words. Okay, my turn. The next one I have is Worship at the A24 altar.
Do that one again?
There are clues in my descriptive words, just so
Okay,
you guys know. But let me do it again. Worship at the A24 altar. So, worship invoking religion. A24, pretty big clue of who distributed this film. A little bit of highbrow horror.
I haven't seen this one. Heretic?
Yay! Heretic.
Body horror will win awards.
Substance?
The Substance, yes.
Jamie,
Should
your next
win
one?
all the awards.
Yes, it should.
I just did one. High style and Usney and squelch.
Did I fuck up the order?
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay, then I guess I'll go again. Well, what's the order again?
That stays in.
You, me, and Jamie.
Wait, so that's what...
Yeah, you went into Heretic, and I did The Substance, and now it's Jamie's
so now it's
turn.
Jamie's turn. Why is he being a little bitch about it then?
I just did it. I said high
Wow.
style and Usney and squelch.
Yeah, but then
Whatever. My next
then
one.
Steph did the Heretic, yeah.
Thank you.
Well, then, okay.
Almighty.
Fever dream of gnashing teeth. Ha. Figure that one out.
You know, it does help if you make it figure outable with your description. Fever dream of gnashing teeth.
Oh, Mads?
Yeah, you got it.
Ooh.
Well, there's a lot of paper shuffling
Yeah.
happening.
I forgot
Hey,
to write
that
the
ain't
5
me.
words for one of my movies. I'm like quickly trying to...
I told you, Patrick, you got to tread lightly with this one.
Yeah, I'm real scary.
She's a sharp one. She picks it all up.
How did you get mad from that? That's really fucking good.
The gnashing teeth.
Oh man.
And
Actually, I just took a guess because
Well played.
Well, fever dream, because that's basically what the movie is, literally. And I just tried to think like, well, they're not. I don't want to say zombie. I need words that express, the activities of these people. And I thought gnashing teeth.
So is it my turn now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Once again, I lace clues into my descriptions. So here we go. One hell of a thrill.
I'm sure hell was the important word in that.
Hell is an important word. It's not in the title, but it does something related to hell. What do you think of when you think of hell?
Doing podcasts with you.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
And we never
Some
heard from Jamie again.
right there.
Stephanie, you left yourself so wide open for that.
There will be repercussions for that. Don't you worry.
Anyway, I can't think of one.
You can't think of anything when you think of hell?
Well, nothing that released anything I've seen in 2024.
Devil, maybe? It is Late Night with the Devil.
Oh.
Okay. And what was yours again? Repeat your phrase.
One hell of a thrill.
Yeah, it's a good descriptor.
Yeah, because if you made any of the slightest references to like seeing anything or any kind of a
talk show
or a found footage or footage of anything, yeah, that's good. Excellent.
Patrick.
Okay. Wooden golem takes vicious revenge.
Oddity.
That's it.
Very good. Love that.
With really excellent jump scares. Like that movie got me a couple times.
I actually had that in my bonus list, and my 5-word description was truly terrifying but oddly mesmerizing.
That's great.
Is it okay? So is it Jamie's turn now?
It is my turn now. I only have one left, so I'm guessing this is the last one, or is this 4?
I have one more.
Okay.
I have one more too.
Okay. Suffocating and human horror melodrama. And melodrama is one word.
I know. You don't have to tell the English major how many words it is.
Suffocating and human horror melodrama. And I chose suffocating and human very pointedly. I intended, those are the words that I really want to hammer home.
Not Daddy's Head.
Jamie's
No?
definitely not seen Daddy's Head. I can tell you that for sure.
I've heard it was good.
It is good. Can we have a hint that doesn't give it away?
I could say something like, many people believe it isn't, say it's not horror. It's one of those.
Oh boy. My least favorite commentary.
It's a noun, and it's a very puzzling title for a horror movie until you see it.
Oh, I know what it is. It's Coffee Table.
Yeah, you got it.
Damn, I would have been mad at myself if I didn't get that one.
Unfucking forgettable. I could even say that's the best movie I've seen in 2 years. I just was so affected by it. I was so knocked over. It was amazing.
Yeah, good stuff.
I was a bit deflated when I found out it was actually made in 2022, but it has an official release date of 2020.
That counts. That's what I always count when I'm doing best of lists is when did it release.
Right.
Yeah.
Good pick. My last one is this. Sexy, surprising, stylish, beautifully strange.
Substance?
Nope. There's a hint in there. I will give my description again. Sexy, surprising, stylish, beautifully strange.
Oh, Strange Darling?
Yay!
Oh.
JB, every one I've done, this is your response. It's like, oh.
I won't because I don't know them, and that's my instinctual. This is. I'm not.
That sounds more like a. Oh, that's in your top 5.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
See, this is what we need Patrick for. I mean, I wasn't just
No, I think Patrick's on my side.
Like I didn't get that for the Vortilac. I didn't get that. Oh, like really?
Mm-hmm. Thank you. It's only for me. He reserves it for me. Everything I say, he's like, no. Well, you said something there, didn't you?
That was a pick.
you did it. Oh, Patrick, do you have one left?
I do.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Rare prequel that is excellent.
Oh, The First Omen.
That's it.
I was going to guess that you beat me to it.
No, you weren't. Lies.
And still, the story behind the birthing hand scene is so good from the director.
Oh, tell us it.
In interviews, she's talked about, because people bring it up, it's like, how do you show a full-on vagina in a birth scene? And she said that was the scene that she had the most trouble with the MPA, because they wouldn't show the vagina just by itself. She had to cut that out. Yeah. But the vagina with the hand coming out, perfectly fine. And she's like, so for female genitalia, it's okay to show it being destroyed and ravaged in this way, but just showing it in its natural state is a no-no, and that gets axed by the MPA.
It's
like,
it's because of sex.
Yeah. That's sexism.
Since it's a vagina being, used in a warped and, supernatural way or whatever, it therefore sort of cancels out its attractiveness. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you're saying, but yeah.
But that's the logic. There's examples of that in like so many fucking horror movies.
It's disgusting and misogynistic.
Yeah. Well, it is, absolutely.
But kudos for her for even getting that scene on a major Hollywood production movie in the theaters.
For our last segment called Killer Q&A, I'm going to be firing off some rapid fire getting to know you style questions to further explore who we are as horror fans. I have spun the wheel to determine the order, and it will be Jamie first, then Patrick, and then me. I'm going to be using a random number generator to randomly pick a question out of 40 questions that we have prepared for this game. And Jamie, if you're ready, I'm going to get your first question.
Okay, I'm ready.
Random number generator has chosen number 27. And that question is, supernatural horror or slashers?
Supernatural. No question.
I thought it was slashers for you.
Oh, I enjoy those too.
Interesting.
See, that's the thing. I mean, I kind of love it all.
I don't care. I don't care about the details. It's fine.
Whoa.
See, and like
this is what we get for saying she mumbles.
This is like kindergarten and shit. Like if a girl walks up to you and punches you in the arm, you know what they say about that, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Anyway, I like slashers too, but I would go for the ghost movie before the killer.
interesting.
Me
What about you,
too.
Patrick? Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd definitely go supernatural first.
God, I would be the outlier there and go for a slasher.
Okay.
JB, I'm gonna murder you in your sleep. I'm not even kidding.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh.
Oh, okay. Good for you.
Interesting.
Yay.
That's a choice.
Oh, Jesus. All right, Patrick, your turn. Random number generator has given you 14. All right. This is going to be a two-parter. Sorry. So first I want to know your favorite classic final girl or favorite final girl of all time. And then if you want to answer, do you have a favorite modern final girl? Or do you not like women in horror? Which is fine too.
Wow. That was aren't you supposed to be attacking Jamie?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Dare you to say that? I will send you a check for $20 if you do. If you say
Oh.
I don't know. I don't think too much about this in the slasher movies. I don't really think too much about the final girls per se. But I would think that it's going to be a Friday the 13th. And I have a beanie of her, so I'm going to go with Amy Steele, her Ginny.
Okay.
Just because she was so strategic at the end of Friday the 13th Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
That was my choice as well.
That was your choice as well?
Yes, actually it was.
Are you just sucking up?
I'm not fucking it. I'm not fucking.
What? What?
Woo.
Okay.
I wouldn't lie because my favorite modern first girl would be Alexandra Daddario in Texas Chainsaw. So that right there proves that I'm not like trying to impress anybody with my choices.
Get him, cuz.
That hurt.
God.
That really, I agree.
Nah, that was
really,
good.
That really hurt. That really hurt.
Okay. For a modern, modern final girl, I think there's a slasher movie I don't see too many people talking about called Ruin Me.
Oh,
and the final
is that the
girl's name
it's
is
a comedy,
Alex.
right? Yeah.
It is not a comedy.
It's not. Oh, I'm thinking of something else.
No, it's a guy brings his girlfriend to kind of out camping with a bunch of friends, and she is kind of a recovering drug addict, and the boyfriend's kind of always harping on her because he's controlling and also afraid that she's going to slide back into her old drug habits. And then people start dying in this camping trip. And I don't want to reveal the twist to it, but it's like an excellent twist. And what it does to the final girl is just kind of unique, and I think in the slasher.
I'm going to have to check that out.
Yep. I believe it's on Shudder, and it's called Ruin Me.
I've heard of it, but I can't remember in what context. I'm going to have to look into that. Fun. I love hearing something I don't know about that I can get to discover.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Because I never see people talk about it, and it just seems like it released and then just fell under the radar.
Yeah.
There's always something you never heard of. I love that.
Well, my favorite all-time final girl, you could probably guess who it is. Do you guys want to guess, just given what I've said earlier?
I'm afraid to be wrong, so I'm not going to guess.
Wow. Well, what did I say my favorite horror movie of all time was?
Laurie Strode.
Yes, that is correct.
So basic.
I know, I'm a basic bitch for sure.
How about you like
That's
pumpkin
all right.
spice too?
Yeah, I do. What of it? You got a problem with that? That's what I thought.
Yeah.
As far as modern horror girls, so this isn't really a character, but the person that I get so excited to see in any horror film these days is Samara Weaving. I think she is so fucking good. And her latest, Azrael, is talking about movies that aren't getting talked about much.
Yeah.
Is on Shudder now. And I think she's just freaking phenomenal and I love her.
Nice play on words there.
What did I say? I don't even know what I said.
No one's talking. No one talks about it enough.
Damn, I wasn't even trying to be clever. See, how it's like just innate within me. Cleverness it comes out no matter what.
You are so talented.
All right, my most irrational fear. This one is easy peasy for me. My most irrational fear is bees. I'm really freaked out by bees, which is such a stupid and bizarre. I have no reason that I know of. I haven't been traumatized by bees. I haven't even been stung by a bee. They scare the living shit out of me. What about you guys? You have an irrational fear?
I wouldn't say it's irrational, but it's porcelain dolls, like those old style porcelain dolls.
I mean, that's irrational because they're not going to get you.
Yeah, they are.
Like bees could actually get me, but your porcelain doll's not going to get you.
Ask Telly Savalas about that.
Okay. I might have trouble with that, but I'll give it a try.
Well, Talking Tina will tell you what he thinks about that.
Oh, please do a Talking Tina impression for me.
If you want me to do a Talking Tina impression? All right.
I do. I really do.
My name is Talking Tina, and I don't like you.
My name is Talkie Tina. And you'd better be nice to me.
Oh my God, that made my night. Thank you. Who's going next?
Well, I haven't said my fears yet.
Oh, I didn't care, but you should definitely go.
I'm gonna get morbid on your asses. My two biggest fears are burning alive and dying alone.
Okay, first of all, Jamie. I said, what is an irrational fear?
Okay, that's true.
Not like what's your deepest, darkest fear of like that like keeps you up at night, but like what's something that fucks you up that shouldn't fuck you up?
Arguments with you.
Okay.
And
I'm so glad that you chimed in.
And I mean that.
Okay. Whose turn is it? I thought you guys were going to help me out.
Mine, actually, because that was
All right.
Patrick's answer, so now mine.
Okay. Number gentle rating. Okay, 25. Japanese or Korean horror? It's fucking hard for me.
Korean, definitely. Once again, not saying Japanese is bad.
Right. No, it's a hard question.
Yeah, just saying Korean horrors seem to interest me more than Japanese ones.
All right. What about you, Patrick? Do you agree with that, or do you not give a shit about either?
Oh, no. I love Korean and Japanese horror and Thai horror. But I'm going to go with Japanese. Just because that was my introduction to J horror, and then Korean horror is more recent.
Did you come to J horror through the American adaptations, or were you a J horror fan before that?
Before that.
Nice.
Through they had those DVD releases.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Tartan Asian?
Yes, Tartan Asian Extreme. Yes.
Yes. Those are my introductions.
Mine
Those
too.
Good.
Cheap
Very
little
cool.
DVDs.
Is it Patrick's turn now?
Your turn.
My turn. Are you
Your
sure?
turn.
This feels wrong. Whatever.
Just do it, Stephanie.
I'm doing it. Oh, another easy one for me. So I got 36, and the question is secret horror villain crush. Does anyone know what this is for me? You guys don't know me at all. It's so sad.
Well, I would say
Nosferatu?
but
No, I do love Nosferatu, but nope. My secret horror villain crush is
Pyramid Head.
Pyramid Head.
Oh, okay.
Yes. You listen to my Tinder profile.
That is not such a secret, though.
No, it's not. That's
So
why I
that
was
must
going to be
mean-
sad that you guys didn't know.
that must mean
Jamie
looks
didn't know.
don't matter to you.
Pyramid Head's hot. I don't know what you're
Or
talking
unless you're
about.
attracted to people with giant metal heads.
Among other things, but
Among other
sure.
things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's so buff because he has to lift that sword.
Mm-hmm.
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 They didn't at all make that character for the gamer girls, did they? No.
Well, I mean, you get the sexy nurses, so I wouldn't complain too much.
I know.
Yeah. Anybody else have a horror villain crush they want to share? Or are willing to share, I should say.
I kind of just love them all, basically.
Great answer.
I don't like the good guys.
I think they're all good.
Ever.
Yeah, but who do you think is sexy? That's what we need to know. Not who's your favorite horror villain, but who's the sexiest horror villain?
Darla.
I mean, that's a good answer. I guess that counts. I wasn't thinking I wasn't going to TV shows, but yeah.
That's what's just popped in, like Darla. I had a crush on her when I was watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Darla's great. Okay. Oh my God, you kind of already answered this question. Maybe we should skip it. I'll tell you what it is, but I'm going to do another question for you. So
Okay.
the question is, what's scarier, dolls or ventriloquist dummies?
Dolls. 100% dolls.
Yup. Giving you another one because that's not fair. Okay, here's a good one. Necronomicon or lament configuration?
Ooh. Lament configuration.
Yes. Jamie's Necronomicon. I know it.
You know, I am.
The lament configuration brings the sexy.
I'm lament configuration. For sure.
Hellraiser for life.
What is the most overrated horror franchise?
Overpopular or overrated? Halloween.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry. I'm not saying.
Fuck you so much right now.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying it's
done.
hard. I'm not saying it's. I'm being honest, and I'm not saying they're horrible. Shit on them. The fact that it was rebooted 4 times just irks me. There's a couple that are beloved because they're Halloweens and because of the characters, and that's great. But as movies, they don't really grab me. The Halloween, the opening of Halloween. See, you don't. I want to talk about it, but you just want to sit there and be a queen on your fucking bone
Jesus
perch.
Christ. Fucking hell.
I like Rob Zombies a lot.
Wow.
I like the new Halloween, the 2018 one or whatever. The ones after that. But yeah,
Wait.
overall I'd have to say Halloween. Yeah.
So is the original overrated?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I didn't say it was bad. I just said it was overrated.
Oh my God. Okay. You have a right to your opinion,
I know I do.
however wrong it may be. You.
Hey, I
Should be
said
allowed
Rob
to have
Zombie's
it.
Halloween was great.
Yeah, that you said something there. You said the original was overrated, but Rob Zombie's Halloween was great.
It was better.
Oh my God. Pat, wow.
What gave you more emotional
should-
impact? What
we should
was
move
more
on.
impactful? Rob Zombies or the original?
I haven't had enough to drink to have this conversation.
Okay. All right, let's go. Let's move on.
Holy shit.
I'm being honest with you.
Patrick, do you have an answer? Or do you want to abstain from this horrible, horrible conversation?
I'll answer because I think it might set you off too.
Oh no.
Scream.
I forgot about Scream. Yeah.
Scream is horribly overrated.
No,
Yeah.
I mean,
I hate it so much I forgot about it.
I don't hate the Scream movies. Like I find them,
yeah.
like I can play them in the background, but I don't think they're as groundbreaking or brought back horror as everyone like lays at the feet of these movies.
I get it. That doesn't piss me off, actually. The Halloween one pissed me off, but I understand where they're coming from with Scream. Just because it is so freaking and I think it's a lot of people's introduction to horror. So a lot of people are like, oh my God, it's the greatest ever franchise ever. I don't know that.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot
That's
of
true.
like influencers now hit Instagram who are horror influencers. They're obviously a lot younger than me. But when they introduced themselves, like, my favorite movie is Scream. I'm like, really? Scream? So much better movies out there than Scream.
It's
But
the kids
okay,
today.
that's But okay, that's your thing. I don't want to shit on it. Whatever brought you to the dance, that's what counts.
That's what counts. You're right.
Well,
I better go and
we're done,
we're done. Well,
which is a
So
really
now
great
is
way
this
to wrap
a-
it up. So we're fucking done.
well, I think this went fan-fucking-tastic. I liked it a lot. I had a
I
lot
think
of fun.
Patrick did a great job.
Oh, thank you. Is that because I mostly sided with you?
Well, that didn't hurt at all. And because I didn't want to compliment Jamie, so I just needed to go out of my way to compliment you specifically.
I appreciate
This-
it. Thank you.
This balance here, it doesn't work in my favor, but it's a good balance. I must say.
I like it.
This has been Untold Horrors with Jamie, Steph, and Patrick. Thank you for listening. Until next time, watch more horror, explore more depths, and be excellent to each other. We'll see you on the other side.